Yeah. Okay. This is our assistantship number 12. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Vicente. Well, today we're going to prepare your final oral presentation. So, first of all, you have to keep in mind this. This is the zero conditional. Well, as here says, this conditional is used when you're 100% sure that something is happening if you do something. Like if you, I don't know, do something, there's gonna be a cause that is gonna happen, that is always gonna happen, okay? So, as an example, when we say, si llueve, me voy a mojar, esto nosotros sabemos que va a pasar el 100% de las veces, a no ser que tengamos un parado y todo eso, pero es para el ejemplo de que si pasa algo va a tener inmediatamente su condición y que eso es cierto. En inglés se usa utilizando if, ya como condicional, después una frase en presente simple, una coma, y después la frase en consecuencia también en presente simple. So, in this case would be, if rains, I get wet. Si llueve, me mojo. ¿Ok? La primera parte sería la causa y la segunda sería la consecuencia. As an example here, I say, I'm gonna do the first one. If I try to cook, why do I have to use the verb on its infinitive way? Because it is present simple and I am using the subject I. So I try to cook. If I try to cook, I ruin the food. Si yo intento cocinar, voy a dejar un desastre con la comida. Voy a arruinar la comida. Vicente, please try with number 2. How will that sentence be?
If you heat ice, it melts.
It melts.
Melt. Con ese. Yeah.
Yes, melts. And number 3, please.
Water evaporates if you boil it.
Yes, that's correct. As I said in the beginning, we can use this zero conditional with using if, present simple, then comma, and then the other present simple. But we can also use the whole sentence without comma with if we flip the order of the sentence. If we use the present simple as a consequence, and then the present simple with that represents the cause. Okay, so that was an example. And we have another conditional that is the first conditional, and this one is used to say that something might happen in the future. When we use might, is like when we say in Spanish podría, cuando algo podría pasar en el futuro. But that might, it is, I don't know, an 80 or 90% sure, okay? So as an example, si me duermo temprano, no estaré cansado en la mañana. Yo no te puedo asegurar al 100% de eso, ya yo no sé cómo voy a despertar mañana. Pero sé que 80, 90% probablemente no voy a estar cansado en la mañana. So, in English, they say, if I go to sleep early, that sentence is in present simple, then I'll not be tired by morning. I will not be tired by morning. No voy a estar cansado por la mañana. Así que, presente simple y después una oración que ponga el sujeto, will, y después el verbo en infinitivo. Que esa va a ser la consecuencia que estamos porcentualmente seguros. Y del mismo modo anterior, podemos usarla en una sola frase, en la que no tengamos que usar una coma, sino que tengamos que invertir el orden de los hechos, es decir, primero decir la consecuencia y después su causa, y no ahorramos el uso de la coma. So, as another example, I'm going to do the first one. If I pass the exam, I will celebrate. Si yo paso el examen, voy a celebrar. ¿Ya? Vicente, number 2, please.
You will learn quick if you practice frequently. Frequent.
Yes, yes, that's correct. And if she does well in the interview, she will get the job. Remember that when we use will and we say he, she, it, you can say he'll, she'll, or it'll. Okay, so if in this case will be if she does well in the interview, she'll get the job or she will get the job. Okay, so is there any question related to one of the conditionals, Vicente?
By the moment, no one.
Okay. So for your oral presentation, here there is a guideline, okay? You can follow this to do a good presentation. So the first step that you have to do is that you have to introduce yourself, okay? Something very short, like, I don't know, hello everyone, my name is Jose Ignacio, but everybody calls me Caco. Hello, as you might know, my name is Jose Ignacio, or hello, as some of you know me, my name is, I'm Caco, something like that, okay? The people must know who you are, okay? Your audience must know who you are. I'm your assistant. Hello everyone. I'm Jose Ignacio again, your assistant. Today I'm going to speak. Okay. So the first one is introduce yourself. If you want, you can do something very formal or something not informal, but more light. Okay. So you have to keep that in mind, that you have to introduce yourself. You have to know that the audience must know who you are. Okay, then introduce yourself, and then you have to speak about your memories, about the past, then about your current life, and then about the future, okay? So, in your memories, you can say, where and when were you born, okay? You can say, I don't know, in my case, hello everyone, my name is Jose Ignacio, I'm your assistant. I was born in Santiago in 2001. In Clínica Indisa, for example. I used to live with my mother and my older brother. I don't know what else, but something like that. Okay. How was your childhood? I think that my childhood was fine. I recuerda, criarse. I grew up with my cousins and my grandparents. I spent all my afternoon after classes with my grandmother. I don't know, something like that. Okay, you have to speak in past. I used to, I lived. Okay, remember, was and were, yo era, yo estaba, and a simple past that you can use any verb, but it is to say something that already happened in the past and it started, launched, and over, and it is now over, okay, and finished. Like, I don't know, for example, I lived in Santiago Centro. I am not living in Santiago Centro anymore. Okay, now I live in La Florida. Okay, so something like that, that you are talking in past simple or using was where. Then you have to speak about your current life. What do you do? What do you do? In this case, I am a student. I am studying commercial aviation engineering. I am in third year. I am also assistant of English and programming. I don't know. I am doing my practice at ACAS simulator. You know, something like that. What do you do? You can also say, I don't know, I am working currently. I am not doing anything, but the university, I like to go out with my friends. I like to go to parties. I am preparing for a huge test that I'm having, I don't know, next week, something like that. What do you like? I like music. I like to, I don't know, I like to travel. I like to, whatever you want. I like to eat. I don't know. Who do you live with? I live with my mom. I live with my father. I live with my dad. I live with my little sister. Her name is da da da. You know, whatever you want. And then you have to speak about the future. What would you like to do? I would like to finish my career in 5 years because I want to work and then I want to have an apartment. I want to have a car. I like a lot, I don't know, expensive cars. I would like to travel around the world and I don't know, and be in all of the countries, whatever you want. And an interesting question will be, I don't know, in 20 years from now, I guess that I'm going to be, I don't know, married. I'm going to have kids. I don't know, maybe probably I'm going to have 3 kids, one boy and two daughters. Their names are going to be whatever you want. You can make what you want. Okay, so let's read this example. So please, Vicente, I would like to read.
I start?
Yes, please.
Okay, that's no problem. Uh, I was born in 2001 in New Jersey. My mother is a secretary and my father is school teacher. I have an older brother who moved to California some years ago. My first memory is my first day of school. I had a blue and green school bag with the Ninja Turtles on it. I wore my school uniform with small gray shorts, and my mother and my dad walked to me to school. When I was a child, I liked to draw, to draw and make up stories with friends or toys. As I grew up, I became interested on football and music. I grew up with many friends because my brother is much older than me. Then I went to Woodstock Academy High School, where I have also great memories.
Yes. A quick here you can watch that all of the verbs are in, I don't remember how to say it, but in negrita, de que representan el pasado, ¿ok? Por ejemplo, I was born, yo nací, este es presente, presente, pasado, 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 pasado simple, wasn't were, pasado simple nuevamente. Entonces ahí te da más o menos líneas de lo que tienes que hacer tú. De que tienes que generar algo muy parecido a esto en el que tienes que usar pasado, presente e ir combinando cosas. Ok, sigue por favor, eh, Vicente.
Okay. Right now, I am helping Chinese students to speak English. At work, I am hard working and trying to make to have fun with the people around me. I like to watch films, live music, and, and live football. I spend most of my time with students, colleagues, and my dog.
Continue, please.
In the future, I hope to have a family, learn Chinese, and write a book. I would also like to travel a lot with friends or family. One day, I am going to have a big party for all my friends and family, just to celebrate the joys of life and togetherness. When I am older, by the I want to live by the beach. If I get married, I am going to have 2 kids, live with, live with my wife, and walk our dogs along the sand. I hope all my plans come true.
Yes, you can also use this conditional. If I get married, I'm going to have 2 kids, okay? You can say whatever you want related to these speculations that you're doing related to the future, okay? So now, Vicente, I want that you do a little oral presentation using this, introduce yourself, then your memories. It is not necessary that what you're telling me is true. You can make something, whatever you want. Your memories, your current life, and then the future. Okay, so you have 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I forgot something, that is this, that before after the future, you have to say goodbye and thank for listening. So here there is a link with some um, sentences to close your presentation in an interesting way. Like here, there are some here, for example, that brings us to the end of presentation. So I sincerely appreciate your attention today. And that brings us to the end. I'd like to thank you for your time and attention. Thank you so much for your interest and attention. At this, no, this one, no. I can see that our time is just about up. So to finish, I'd like to say thank you. I don't know, whatever you want, I don't know, but this one were pretty useful. Okay, not if you just want to say thanks for listening. These are more interesting than thanks for listening. Okay, so Vicente, I'm gonna start the clock with the chronometer with your 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so the floor is yours, please.
Okay. So hello, Jose. My name is Vicente Santiago Becerra Rios, but everybody calls me Bicho. I was born in 2003 in Clínica Indisa, Santiago. I lived all my life in Isla de Maipo, on the region. My first memory of my childhood was staying here at home, playing with little cars, with um, especially with a truck carrying some rugs around the house. Now I am a student. I'm studying co commercial aviation engineering, and in the Universidad Técnica Federico Santa María. I live with my mom and my two sisters. I have two dogs, Miel and Rocco, and one cat. She's called China. In the future, obviously, I want to finish the career, work for some airline, get a house, family, uh, possibly mount a enterprise, maybe. And that's it, I think. Thanks, Jose, for your attention. I appreciate all your attention this evening. Thanks.
Okay, well, that was pretty good. Just one thing, you took over 25 seconds. Okay, so please, when you do the real presentation, have a chronometer in your hand to be aware of time, okay? Because it is just 1 minute and 30 seconds. And another thing is
It was 1 minute 5. No?
No, 1 minute and 55 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Te pasaste 25 segundos, que lo empecé a
Okay.
tomar. Cuando dices Universidad Técnica Federico Santa María, you say, I am studying at Federico Santa María University, ¿ok?
Ok.
Y otra cosa es ingeniería en aviación comercial, es Commercial Aviation Engineering, ¿ok? Engineering. Because if you say engineer, estás diciendo, estoy estudiando
Ingeniero.
ingeniero en aviación, ingeniero de aviación comercial, claro.
Ah, ya.
¿Y qué más? ¿Qué más? Creo que eso está todo bien, quizá ordenar, bueno, hacer algo bien parecido a lo que sale acá en la presentación, ¿ya?
Sí,
De ordenar un poco más o menos qué es lo que va a decir, y yo creo que con eso andaría bien. No sé si lo
sí, creo.
quiero hacer con cámara.
Yo creo que sí. O sea, además que va a ser con cámara. Y de pie. Sí. No sé, ahora, por ejemplo, sentía que mi problema, primero, me falta el orden, obviamente, y al menos siento que 1 minuto y medio para las presentaciones es como muy poco. Se puede alargar más, pero
Claro,
ahí tengo que darle ese orden para que
claro.
dé justo ese tiempo.
Exacto, sí. Bueno, y ahí también como algo como datazo el hecho de que estés con cámara igual te ayuda un poco, porque si estás parado puedes ocupar harto la gesticulación de manos y
Sí.
eso te ayuda a que tu discurso sea más entretenido. Y a pesar, y otra cosa también que es bien interesante que hacen los gringos, que nosotros en español no hacemos, es que ellos ocupan mucho todo lo que son como expresiones de su cara y aparte con las manos. Nosotros hablamos prácticamente algo un poco más plano, como visualmente, pero ellos se mueven harto, ¿cachai? Entonces ahí, acompañado de lo que tú estás hablando, puedes ir ocupando todo el rato las manos para que la idea se entienda mucho mejor, ¿ya? Entonces, eso, Vicente, estaríamos listos.
Buena, buena.